Yo, what up YouTube, what up boxing fans, E-King Fight News, and Manny Pacquiao looks like he will not be fighting Mike Alvarado. He instead chooses, in what my opinion, and I've stated my opinion on this fight several times, he's choosing Brandon Bam Bam Rios to face in China, and personally, I believe this is a much easier matchup. Forget fan friendly. Forget this is the most exciting matchup. This isn't the most exciting. In fact, I believe Manny Pacquiao versus Brandon Rios is more one-sided than Manny Pacquiao versus Mike Alvarado. I think Mike Alvarado gives Pacquiao problems actually, and you'd be surprised if those two ever got into the ring. Maybe, just maybe, somebody will fucking listen to me. Because I think Brandon Rios would give Manny Pacquiao a much tougher fight. With his foot movement, his speed, Manny Pacquiao's there to be hit. And coming off a big knockout loss, he needs a confidence booster. And Rios is a big puncher. The word was after the knockout loss, they were afraid to put him in with Brandon Rios. But then Rios had his rematch with Alvarado, and he lost, and they were like, man, let's take him, Let's take on Brandon Rios. And personally, I think, in terms of the Manny Pacquiao, if Manny Pacquiao was still the same guy that beat Antonio Margarito in a kind of a tough fight, Antonio Margarito is a much bigger form of Brandon Rios, let's be honest. And Brandon Rios, skill set wise, maybe a little bit better defensively, but I don't give him that much credit for being a defensive fighter. Same for Margarito. I think offensively, Margarito was always the better fighter. And I'm just comparing them in terms of their performances from one weight class to another. Margarito has the more quality wins against better opposition. And he's got, very competitive losses. Whereas Rios has lost clear-cut to Richard Abril, in most people's opinion, and Mike Alvarado. Now, Manny Pacquiao, coming off a knockout loss, yeah, this is probably a competitive fight, but, just to say that Manny Pacquiao chose Brandon Rios because this is the more exciting fight, and let me read this quote. Manny Pacquiao wants to come back and avenge the tragedy of what happened, and what better way than to get in a brawl with Rios. So they're picking him because he's a brawler, and that's exactly the style that Manny Pacquiao has always had success against. The come forward brawler. That's the style that Manny Pacquiao has had his biggest wins. So, that's what it is. Pacquiao versus Rios in China. Let's read this quote. I think Manny's safety is number one. That's why it's a very important fight. I think we are going to be okay and have a tremendous win. God forbid that doesn't happen. You are right. We'll have to sit down and discuss retirement. So basically, they believe that the style matchup, they believe everything's in favor of Manny Pacquiao for this fight. The speed, he's the bigger man, and it all comes down to his chin at the end of the day. I think Pacquiao has the skills to beat Rios. I've said that on multiple occasions. Check out my videos, man. I've said that so many times. Manny Pacquiao knocks out Brandon Rios, and I believe that's the outcome of this fight. If I had to bet it, I'd bet Manny Pacquiao by knockout and Brandon Rios by knockout. Let me know what you guys think. Is this a competitive matchup, or is this Manny Pacquiao taking the easiest fight available? It is what it is, guys. Peace out. Take care.